I'm Douglas Barr. I'm president of CMA for the past 6 years. Yeah, so happy to have you guys here.
I'm Danielle LeBar, Douglas's sister. I own Touchstone Real Estate downtown, and I'm the secretary for CMA currently.
My name's Cassie Day. I am a local real estate agent at Touchstone Real Estate, and I'm the social media chair. And then we just want to go around and...
Yeah.
I'm Ben Fernie. I'm the superintendent of Cheney Public Schools. And this time works really well.
Good.
Yay,
Good.
that's
Wonderful.
awesome.
We like that.
Yes.
Cheney resident and starting from my home a bicycle repair business. It's bicycle repair. I have cards.
I'm Caitlin, I'm with the Development Center of Daughters. I'm Joel Mamanakis from the Cheney Historical Museum. I'm Lisa Lauderdale, and I'm from Cheney Federal Credit Union.
Shane Austin, a financial advisor with Thrivent Financial. And one of the reasons I'm here, my family lives in this community, and our company, we're a not-for-profit company, and so our members get to give back to their communities through what we call action teams. So with all the events that we have going on in Cheney, lots of opportunities to help fund some of those events, and so I just want to know kind of what's happening and how we can help with some resources for that.
Awesome.
Nicole, the manager in Clear Up, and was the star of the open.
Awesome. Thank you.
Janet Hubbard, West Plains Musical Discovery Center, Great Killer Music Video, Willis's.
Awesome.
I'm Sabrina. I'm the new branch manager of the Banner Maine.
Awesome.
Randy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly McKinley Ash. I'm the recreation director for the city.
I'm Mary Robinson, just a member.
And
You want to introduce yourself, Randy?
Where's she at?
Yeah.
Well, we just did introduction.
Your introductions. We're just
Oh,
gonna
fine.
do- yeah.
I'm Randy Coyman. I'm the treasurer, and I'm with Banner Bank.
Awesome.
Then is there a way we can do that? Or
Did anyone on here want to introduce themselves on the Zoom call?
I can say hi.
Awesome.
Sorry, I was sick last week, so hopefully my voice works. I'm Crystal Miller. I'm usually in person, but not today. I'm the librarian at the Cheney Library. I try to make every meeting. We like to be involved in the events that CMA puts on. And also just a shout out, the library's doing Small Business Saturday in November. So if any of you local business owners want to participate, it's free. It's free advertising. Just trying to promote our local businesses. Please let the library know. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Crystal.
Hi, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Jessica Boyer. I teach public relations up at Eastern, and I help oversee our internship program. So I'm looking forward to networking with some of the local businesses here. I just joined CMA. I'm also the president of our Cheney Centennial Lions Club. So we help with different community service projects in town, and Douglas recruited me. So happy to be a part of the group. Thanks.
Yay, awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
Jessica.
you.
Maybe I'm the last one. Ken Cameron, I own Cover Your Six, your community-based independent legal shield and ID shield brokerage. And we're about a block away from City Hall. You've probably driven by our office 1,000 times.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else on Zoom want to share? If not, that's okay. Okay.
Chris? You
Oh, hi.
wanna- He snuck in there.
I know.
You want to introduce?
I'm scared by
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Did you want to do a quick little introduction?
Oh, sure. I'm Chris Babcock, and I just recently have been teaching swimming lessons in my backyard.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay.
Well, since Crystal just did an update on the library, and maybe we'll move on. First, Cheney School District, any updates you can share with us?
Geez, any updates? We have our last home football game, October 14th. And that's going to be this Friday, against Spokane.
We already had homecoming, the big one. We had a huge 509 race. I don't know if we were out in Early Heights. We saw all the buses out there on Saturday. Our cross-country coach, Derek Slaughter, basically runs it. And I think it's the largest cross-country race east of the Cascade, so it's huge. So that's pretty exciting. And other than that, yeah, we're just rolling. There's a ton going on. I couldn't even begin to go over everything, but yeah, those are a couple items.
At the game, do you guys are you guys doing the fireworks for the last game, or was that for homecoming, or is that a thing?
I don't believe they did it at homecoming.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't sure.
But I'm not sure about the last.
Okay.
Are you guys also still looking for like transportation?
Oh,
or
yes.
is that, okay.
So our transportation, we have amazing folks, but the hard part is typically we have about 45 routes right now, and we have 39 drivers. And so it creates lots of trouble just to do our regular routes, and then when you talk about extracurricular activities, we're really, really struggling. So if you have a CDL, anybody here have a CDL?
No.
Okay. If you know of anybody, if you send them to us, we'd really appreciate it. And we do have some positions. We're still trying to hire some paraeducation positions, educator positions that are on the website as well. So there's lots of work to be done, and it's all on the website.
Perfect. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
On that note of websites, this is one area that our website, if we're pushing it and we're trying to push it, it directs them directly to their website. So if people are not just looking particularly for Cheney School District jobs and they're looking for general jobs, hopefully they're going to visit Cheney.com, and that focuses not only on Cheney School District jobs, EW jobs, and any jobs that you guys have for your businesses that are open, please let us know so we can update those and put those on there. You can even just go online and submit what kind of jobs you're looking for, and we can post it. So we're trying to get that as a one-stop shop, so it's not so specified, so that people can look at the array of jobs offered here in Cheney. So again, visit Cheney.com. Again, we're really trying to push that website. But now I'll go to Kelly if you want to give us a Parks and Rec update.
Do you guys want me to stand by the mic?
If you could, that would be fabulous, just so everyone can hear.
Okay, I have a lot of updates, so I apologize for the lengthiness of this. This Friday, we have Festival of Ghost Stories. It's at 6 p.m. in Sutton Park. It's a free event. There will be the Spokane Storytelling League telling ghost stories, and the Ouija Broads are going to be there. They have a podcast, and they talk about weird, spooky stuff that happens in the Pacific Northwest, so they'll also be speaking. We have free pumpkin carving. It's first come, first serve. We only have 20 pumpkins, so please get there early. And we'll have hot cider, hot chocolate, candy. It should be a good time. And that is totally free thanks to the Friends of the Library who are sponsoring that event. October 15th, we have autumnal Italian cooking. It's on Zoom. It's $65. It includes all ingredients. It's vegetarian, so anybody can eat it. You can add in meat on your own if you want to. And it feeds 4 to 6 people. And the mason jar is Douglas is teaching that class. They're amazing. If you've never signed up for them, it's like a perfect stay-at-home date night activity. We have a lifeguard prep class starting on October 18th through November 3rd. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's $65, and that is for, remind me of the ages, 14 to 17?
Yeah, we can debate on ages if we get somebody younger.
Chris is teaching that class, and that is because the whole United States is dealing with a shortage of lifeguards. And I know that Cheney doesn't have a pool right now, but we are working on that. We will get one. But this is to get kids prepared for the actual lifeguard certification. So if they go through this class, they'll be better prepared to pass that class or the certification once they test for it, which it's not an easy class. So this is a great opportunity. The fee is incredible for something like this, and I don't know of anybody else who's offering anything like this. So please spread the word on that.
Hey Kelly, could you just tell me the date again on that?
Yeah, it is October 18th through November 3rd, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that will be at the EWU pool.
Okay, thank you.
We are also having, we call it Babysitters Club. It's monthly on a Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. It's $20 per child and $15 per extra child, and we include dinner, we have games and activities. Our Echo staff are gonna watch the kids, and there'll be a movie and popcorn, so we'll keep them entertained. So if you want 3 hours of time to yourself, sign up for that. We're serving lasagna this month, so that's October 21st. And then miniature gardens are on October 22nd with Whitney Pitzenbarger, who is a local to Cheney. She is putting together kind of little terrarium tabletop gardens. They're really cute. This class is geared for ages 10 and under. It's $26, everything's included. She also has a lot more of those offered, which you can find in our activity guide. And karate, our next session starts on October 25th. It's for ages 4+. We have classes for teens and adults as well. They're 8-week classes, and they're $85. So it's like a very good deal for this area. And Sensei Chris is awesome, so recommend that for all ages. We have a lacrosse clinic on October 29th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Centennial Park for ages 8 to 12. Ethan, our new recreation coordinator, he played lacrosse all through college and is trying to bring lacrosse into Cheney. So if you know any kids ages 8 to 12, this is a great opportunity to get introduced to the sport. And then we're hoping to have another clinic in the spring and maybe beef up and get a league going. Finally, I know it's not November yet, but it'll be here before we know it. We offer letters from Santa, so it's $5 per letter, and you call in and give us some information about the child, or actually I've written it for adults before too. So for anybody, if they want a personalized letter from Santa, we will send that out, and we send them to North Pole, Alaska, so they get postmarked from the North Pole, and then they send them out to everybody. So I've written letters for people in Indiana and Pennsylvania and all over the place. So we can send them anywhere. Just let us know. So that's $5, and the deadline's November 10th. And that's a hard deadline because we get tons and tons of letters that we have to write. So we have to have as much time as possible to be able to do that. And then finally, our fall brochure, fall and winter brochure, this has programs through the spring. So if any of the businesses would like to take some and put them out for us, I'd greatly appreciate it. As you can tell, these are just programs that we have in October, so we have a ton more, and I'd love to get the word out to the community. So if you guys could see me afterwards, I've got a whole box. If you want to take a couple and put in your businesses, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Kelly.
And then Crystal wanted me to share the Cheney Friends of the Library book sale will be on Saturday, November 5th from 10 to 3. And they will also have a puzzle board game swap at the library on November 5th. So, okay.
Awesome. So I don't see anyone from EW, so if anyone has any details to share about that, I don't know if Kelsey has emailed.
Let me see if she sent something back.
Upcoming is Homecoming Family Alumni Weekend and Week, which starts next Monday and goes through next Sunday, and obviously the homecoming game is next Saturday, not this upcoming, but the following Saturday. So just be prepared for that, for the busyness and hecticness of that. And they're doing the bed races and bonfire downtown Thursday night. I believe that starts around 5:30 p.m. So all I know. If anyone else has anything else to share.
Kelsey didn't write back. She had
Okay.
an appointment today. She couldn't make it.
Okay.
So.
And then Chris should be here in a bit to give us a city update. But I'm just going to jump into a recap of our revitalization event. I don't know how many of you guys made that. It was a few Fridays ago, and it was just kind of to show off what we possibly could do with downtown. We had Eagle scavenger hunt. We had a historic scavenger hunt. We had an unveiling of where the Swoop statue will be eventually, downtown on College and First. We had our new banners up. I don't know if you've driven through downtown, but all of our new Cheney banners are up.
Yeah, all the way.
The whole town, yeah, no, exactly. That took us a little bit longer than we'd hoped, but they're up now, so that's great. We also have our storefront decals up, kind of in some of those empty storefronts about places that are available to rent or buy. And then what else? Gosh, we did a lot today.
The EW president and Mayor Grover both spoke that was really nice to hear from them, and their commitment to the businesses and the engagement between the city and Eastern and the local businesses and community members to create a thriving downtown or Cheney. So that was really exciting to hear.
Anything else to add to that?
I have
Lots of ideas.
Yeah.
The wine barrel planter boxes.
Oh yeah, our planter boxes underneath
Yep.
all the flowers are done at all 6 kiosks, right? So we have 12 barrels now. So a big part of that event was again to like kind of get people to reimagine what downtown could look like and how bustling it could be and how it should be re-energized with more art, more walkability, more actual filled storefronts. So for instance, Art Alleyway, if anyone went down and walked through that alleyway between College and F Street, it's kind of, well, disgusting. It's barren and poorly lit and all this stuff, and it's just a main corridor connecting two small little quaint streets that could be thriving. So part of that, the idea, we had Sherry Sire from the middle school have our students do some art projects in there. We had 2 people posted at each end with coloring sheets of the alley so that they could reimagine what that could look like one day. And it wasn't supposed to be like Mayfest where it's all done out and looks beautiful. The idea was like, well, this is how it usually looks on a regular basis. How can we improve it? So hopefully we garnished some excitement on and motivation to get involved in the community, and that was kind of the push of that event. It wasn't about kind of Mayfest, a distraction of like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, come down to downtown Cheney, and then kind of forget about it the rest of the year. It was like, okay, there's bits and elements of really cool things that could be happening, so how can we get involved? So we had sign-up sheets, we had QR codes to get people to donate or get involved or sign up. And again, I think those are still viable, right? And we did actually have a lot of businesses sign up. So we are slowly but surely growing, and we feel like the numbers are the big thing. The more people on the table, the less that few of us have to take on, and the more things that productively get done in our community. So I know the historic scavenger hunt was awesome. People had a lot of fun learning about the history of Cheney. It's fascinating. So thank you, Joan and my mom and Cassie for putting that together. There is a lot of cool things, and I feel like the more people that get excited and can see that vision and got on board with it, the more progress we have, or the progress can be made. So on that note, a bunch of us are going to the Revitalize America event, the Main Street America event in Wenatchee on the upcoming week of the 18th to the 20th of October, which is all the revitalized towns of Washington getting together. So there's 35 full-time towns such as Gig Harbor, Port Townsend, Walla Walla, Colville, that are revitalized towns, and 37 affiliate towns, which Cheney's one of those. So hopefully we'll gain a lot more ideas and strategies to improve our downtown corridor and spike business and partnerships. So yeah.
With the partnerships part, and with Sherry coming on board as the new president, there was a kind of a trifecta. There was the city, the school district, and Easton, and then Easton pulled away from that a wee bit so that the big one, we allow them to use their facilities as they had been. Is this a good time to try and reapproach that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Is we had a meeting with Sherry about a month and a half ago, which was really productive. And the fact that like now that we have a new president, we can possibly reshape that. And she definitely has quite a different vision than the past few presidents about the connection of Cheney and the community, and understands how vital it is to make Cheney like a thriving town, to create like students who actually want to stay here. Retention is big, and when the downtown or there's not enough for students to do off campus, they realize that that is a huge impact on their retention. So I think this is a good time to revisit that. I know the EPIC program took away renting any of their things as a community member, which really was a shame, although WSU still does it. And so there's a lot of discussion that can be had, but yeah, that's a good point. So, yeah. Please. Anything else? Any comments or feedback from the event? Anyone?
I did hear with the EW, with the swoop scavenger hunt, a lot of people went into businesses they didn't know were downtown. So that was really cool. Got a lot of people actually seeing a little bit more of what was downtown. So that was pretty cool.
I think one thing I've noticed, like in Boise, like when they have Boise football games, all the elementary school kids have Boise State t-shirts on. And I think it'd be really cool if we went to the elementaries and put like had Eastern shirts or something that said, I love Cheney, and had Fridays where they could wear those t-shirts. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I love that. Ben, is that something that could we could possibly work on, maybe? At some point?
3,000 shirts.
Yeah, that's someday. Yeah.
Well, is it feasible, you know, it kind of goes back a little bit, I think we used to sell those business card size advertising on the back of the shirts. And that paid for the shirts, and then the shirts went out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be a
But
great
obviously,
way.
they
That'd be
also
super
have
cool.
trademarking, so you'd have to probably chat with the bookstore.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The new president, that was a time to kind of
Yeah.
jump on those.
For sure. Yeah, no.
That might be something to look into.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's a big thing about trying to like bulk up our group here at CMA is because we feel like the more people we have on the same page about getting this town going and interconnecting these businesses and the community institutions such as the school districts and Eastern and stuff, then we can do things like grow things like that. Where Mayfest, all the t-shirts are completely free for that event because we get sponsorships from CMA, which is the big sponsorship of that event. And so then that makes all those activities that day free. And so as we, again, get more people on board and joining this, then I feel like things like that are much more possible. So again, Revitalize, I feel like it was a great success. I want to hear what the city thought about it. So hopefully when Chris gets here, he can give us a little feedback on that. And the swoop statue is coming eventually, and hopefully we'll actually do a real unveiling when it gets here. We'll see where that's at. But that's kind of, again, one of those things that we're going to incrementally throughout this next year kind of plan out a map of how we can constantly add to those elements downtown. And again, eventually, I know if your business is not downtown, sometimes people get discouraged, like, oh, that doesn't include me, but it does. And there's so many studies that show if you really create a strong, healthy heart of a community downtown, then it spreads like wildfire. If you don't have a strong center, then everything kind of fizzles out. You know, you can't do everything huge. Unfortunately, things just don't grow that way. So ideally, luckily, the banners were able to get through all of downtown. Eventually, we want to get flowers all the way through downtown and, everything. I mean, that'd be beautiful. We want to make Cheney as inviting and welcoming as possible and inclusive as possible. So, so thank you for everyone attending and putting in effort to that event. I appreciate it. Yep.
Sorry, I was a little late.
Yeah.
So, you may have covered this, but we have the West Plains Chamber has their event at Sutton Park on Saturday. Did they approach any businesses to get involved?
So they talked to us a while ago, and they were planning on doing it downtown and hoping businesses would stay open or get people doing the beer and then going over to local restaurants or other places around town. And then it moved to the park, and since then we haven't really heard any. At least I haven't. Okay, yeah.
We've got 15 breweries coming in.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
so it might be marketable. I don't know if anyone's talked to Mark, but and I'd be happy to. I just don't know how individual businesses might find a way of getting involved.
Yeah. It's this Saturday?
Yeah, it's this
It's
Saturday.
this Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what the American Legion is doing food for them, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the American Legion doing food, and the money raised goes to the American Legion to help offset some of the struggles they've had recently.
You went to bring a cooler on Friday, and I'll get your hamburger question mark.
Sorry, somebody giving.
Is someone on Zoom trying to share? I don't think so. I think
Okay,
maybe
can
they're
you just
talking.
okay.
Okay, I'll just mute everyone.
Yeah, if he could reach out to us, that'd be great. We'd love to get out the word.
It just
Yeah.
seems like an ideal time because we've got new people coming in from the West Plains area to market our local businesses.
Oh, for sure.
In some way.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to Mark this afternoon.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Who's the best person for him to connect with?
Probably Douglas.
Yeah, but I mean, if he just sends an email to
our email.
Cheney
email,
members
yeah.
at Gmail, and then we'll all get it, and that makes it the easiest.
Which Pete, did you want to introduce yourself? I think you're the only one who didn't get to introduce yourself.
Oh, well, I'm not directly associated with any business in town. Sorry. My name's Peter Scholler. I live in Cheney, have been for 5 years. Chris Grover's become a very close friend of mine and a circle of friends who are business owners in town. But like I said to Danielle a while ago, I'm in title and escrow for a company in Spokane. But I just wanted to get involved because I love Cheney and I like a small town and I just like to help this grow and thrive. So thanks for letting me be here.
Oh yeah, we need more people like you, so thank you for being here. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Holiday Hoopla, which is our next big event. So I think I wasn't here for the last meeting, so sorry, but I think we're going to move in a slightly different direction this year. Obviously, originally when we started this, it was a big event downtown for 2 years, and then COVID hit, so we moved it to our drive-in movie and light tour, which if you didn't participate, it was a guided Santa light tour around town where people lit up their houses, people voted on them, and then they won cash for Christmas, 3 of the top houses, and then everyone went to a drive-in movie where they got free goodies and they could watch a Christmas or a holiday film. So I think we're going to kind of do a mashup this year a little bit. It'll be the same Friday, the week after Thanksgiving, so the first Friday in December, which is December 2nd this year. And what we're going to do is kind of bring it back downtown a little bit in the fact that we'll have a tree lighting at the library. We'll be doing hot chocolate. We will have people reading holiday stories to the kids. We're also asking Lions Club to set up their letters to the care center at that time, which a ton of kids write that they set up around downtown each year. And at that point, we're going to introduce the holiday hoopla season and kind of make it more of a long-term season thing of different events throughout the season that you can do. We are still going to do a light tour, but what we're going to do is hand out maps that you can do throughout the next few weeks and then get them back to us. Because the traffic jams and the chaos of that, I mean, it was a fun thing, but it was a lot. So we feel like if people can do it on their own term, whether they do it that night or not, that's great. And then we'll give kind of everyone a break, which allows them to possibly get their kids changed for bed or some food or whatever else. And then we'll do the movie a little bit later, hopefully again at Cheney Middle School, again with free snacks and all that stuff. So if you did the light tour, you can hand us back those sheets that night. If you didn't, you do it later on, you'll be able to submit those. We're gonna bring back Elf on the Shelf to get people in local businesses and run that through the season. We are also going to advertise a calendar of all the events that people are doing, whether you're doing sales, if Santa's going to be at Jarms or an Owl Pharmacy, if the library is doing free decorating, like little ornament decorating.
Which they're doing that Friday, December 2nd at 4 p.m.
Perfect. So we'll have to get that out early.
Yes.
And like the Mason jar, we do free cookie decorating. So whatever you guys are doing, please let us know. We want to get that on the map. And if there's any way you guys want to contribute or if there are any ideas, we're just kind of still working on this, but obviously it's kind of short term. We have to get holiday or hotel motel tax, lodging tax for this event to help pay and offset a lot of the costs. So if you guys have any ideas or ways you guys want to contribute or thoughts.
Crystal's wondering when the tree lighting will be at the library. Do we have a time set for that?
It's usually 6 o'clock.
6, so that's kind of what I was
We usually
thinking.
start the event about 5:30 and the tree lighting starts at 6. But I have to talk with Chris and make sure he'll be able to do a little speech then.
Yes, okay.
That's what I was gonna ask, and also, do you want us to provide sound again?
Ooh, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you. So any-
Douglas?
Yeah.
What's the date again on the holiday hoopla?
December 2nd.
Okay, thank
December 2nd.
you.
Of course.
Okay.
Any thoughts? Okay. So I know a lot of people wanted it back downtown in this big event like we've had in the past, which is great. And maybe one day we'll get there. The problem is it takes a lot of work and a lot of volunteers. Also, the weather's unpredictable. And so there's a lot of things that cancel on you last minute if the weather's not good. So even actually the movie, that is one thing that we kind of have to, if the weather's really bad, they will cancel the movie as well, unfortunately. So we feel like this is a good balance of getting people into our local businesses and also extending that season. So hopefully it's good. We really would like to get the EW choir down, doing caroling throughout the season like they did that one time, all dressed up in their old, 18th century costumes, and that was fun. So, yeah, we're just trying to add little by little to this event. So if you guys have any thoughts or input, it'd be great
When
to
do we
get out
want
there.
Elf on the Shelf sign up? If we like a show of hands, of
Oh
anyone who wants
yeah,
to do it
of
now.
businesses who want to
So we can get it on the map
Yeah.
probably
We want
early
it-
November,
Early November.
I'd say, so we can get the maps going.
Crystal's also wondering, the library closes at 6, so are we wanting the library to stay open late for the tree lighting?
Yes, sorry, yeah, if we could do
You know
that.
how late? Like 6:30?
Does anyone remember when the
7?
police officers used to read the kids, it was till 8?
Oh wow.
I think it was
But if the
pretty
movie starts at
late.
7:30.
So yeah, it'd have to be earlier than that, so maybe
Like an
4 to
hour?
7?
Yeah.
Like 6 to
Up until
7?
7? Does that work okay?
Then we can talk. Jessica, do you know what the Lions Club wants to do with the letters? Like how long they want to be there and set up their date?
We have our meeting scheduled for next Tuesday, so I will definitely talk with the larger membership on Tuesday. We had our exec board meeting last night. I think we can do whatever works best for you all. I just know over the past couple of years, we've had over 300 holiday cards sent in from all over the community, and we've had different participating businesses also collect cards. I know the Mason Jar Banner Bank, Vision House, and I think a few other spots as well. So whenever you need us, we can be there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, well, Chris is still on here, so we'll move on to elections. So we are up for elections this year, not all of us, some of us. One, we are still trying to fill Randy's spot. She unfortunately has to step down as she moved to a Banner Bank in Spokane. So that is treasurer. We also have secretary and social chair up, right? Okay, so these two. So if you guys want to throw in your nominations for anyone, we will be voting at next meeting. So we'll have a little speech time and then a vote, and then we'll send out a vote as well for members who could not make it.
And you can nominate someone, or you can say, I want to run for. Either way is fine. So if there's a position that you're interested in, just let us know and we can put you on the ballot.
And we can let you guys know what the commitments are or whatnot. Right now, we're trying to meet twice a month. So we meet now, and then we'll have a little bit of a board meeting afterwards, kind of recap. And then we meet mid-month to kind of plan ahead. So it's about twice a month. And a few extra hours here or there. And some physical labor, but it's all good. Just tactics.
Say that part.
No, sorry. No, but yeah, so we are also looking for, it's not a specific role, but kind of a community outreach person to kind of go to businesses and introduce themselves as we get more businesses in town, or kind of revisit businesses who have been involved but kind of fell out or have changed ownership, etc. So kind of community outreach as another kind of semi-post. It's not more an electable post, but if that's something you feel passionate about or whatnot, you can definitely use that. Yeah.
And then we have our Halloween event that the map is already done for.
Yes.
Is it?
Brett
Brett
turned
already
around
did
in
it?
like
Cool.
a day and a
Turned
half.
around so fast.
So does everyone know about the Halloween event, the trick-or-treat drive that we do every year? So we're bringing it back again. This is a great thing that we should get out to the students. But we do it the Friday before Halloween, so it'll be the Friday, October 28th. It is from 4 to 6 p.m. and we have 30 some businesses signed up, so it should be crazy. So if you are just trying to drive to get home,
maybe don't
avoid all this, but Brett luckily is one of our city planners, and so he mapped out in a very strategic way, so there shouldn't be too many traffic jams. Please drive carefully. But yeah, all these people hand out candy to the kids. It's a great way to get dressed up and just support your business. And also, it's a good time to advertise your business. I think a lot of people just hand out candy. It's fine, awesome, but it's an easy time to also hand out a coupon or put out some more signage about what you're offering or who you are, upcoming holiday sales you're going to have or whatnot. So don't just use it as possibly just like, here we're giving out candy, and then, it's a great time to promote yourself and your business. So. Yeah, I mean, people really appreciate it. It's been a huge hit in the past 2 years. So.
And this is the most businesses we've ever had.
For sure.
Yeah, by a lot. And I think too, sorry, I zoned out. I was trying to write something else down, but I just want to make sure. A lot of people have asked how many kids to expect. Yes. And I think the last few years, it's been about 400 kids. So, obviously there's cars with multiple kids in them, but I forget who did it, but someone did actual prepagged bags, and they went through about 4.
Allstate.
Yeah.
Was it Allstate?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allstate.
And they went through about 400.
400 to 500. I had just under 200 last year.
Okay.
It varies a lot.
It varies where you're located. Okay.
Yeah.
We had 350 pencils and we ran out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea of what to expect, it could vary a lot.
I think sometimes the traffic makes a difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Some people cut in and out. Yeah.
And if someone is there and they can't get, then they bypass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, Brett does a great job on the flyer, so hopefully that
it's done early and we can get it out early, that'd be better. And if your business is in a weird position, if you can position yourself in the most safe but also accessible area.
Can we get everyone who's a part of it a copy of the map so they can see the
Yeah,
way
we'll
that
send it
it's
all out.
routed?
Yep.
Just so then they can plan accordingly of being in the most convenient spot.
Yep, we'll do that. So, yeah, it'll be exciting.
Awesome. Is there anything else?
Treasurer report. What else?
Treasury report. Treasury report. Oh, which makes me think this is the same bill 3 times. So it's just from Instant Sign. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Treasurer's report, we're currently sitting at 15,584. Apparently I have a couple bills to pay, so that'll be good down a little bit, but yeah.
A good spot.
Good spot, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What works for us? I don't know. I guess not. Maybe he got hung up.
That's okay. Any other questions or anything? Yeah.
We're going to tally the for the revitalized evening, the rolled up papers.
Oh, we haven't gone through this yet.
We haven't gone through.
No, we'll have to do that.
Did go. I did take pictures of the some of the dreams people had of the signs, where people could write what business could be here, and there was a lot of really cool feedback. So I think we'll be posting that on our social media, just to get people thinking about what stores people are excited about. And it was really fun seeing people write stores down, kids wrote stuff down, check marks were going next to things that people were excited about. And so we can even send all those pictures out in an email so you guys can see them too, because that was really cool. It was cool to see how involved everyone was. So
maybe recap next meeting with you guys going to the revitalized event.
Yes,
and so maybe we can kind of recap some of that stuff too from what we did.
And there's different people from the city also going to revitalize. So it's not just board members here. So that'll be great.
Super fun.
Kelly. Yeah.
So yeah.
Any other questions or anything anyone wanted to go over?
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you guys all for coming. We really appreciate having such a turnout. I hope this time works better. Again, we're trying to make small steps to, create a thriving little town and community, and I feel like it's getting there finally. So, so excited to have you guys all here. Appreciate it.
And thanks to everyone who came over Zoom. We appreciate you guys being here too.
Oh, some more people popped on.
Yeah,
okay,
we
cool.
had a good show.
Okay,
Awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Well, thanks you guys. We'll see you
November.
same time and place.
Same time, same place next month.